Hey guys, it's Rich.
And X.
And we are
Two guys talking games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Episode 5.
Episode 5.
Right?
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
We made it 5 weeks.
My ear just hit the microphone, so there's gonna be like a sound.
You hit the microphone?
Yeah, like I nailed into it. I didn't want it to be like last week where the mic was pushed back farther than normal, so it was like I was whispering the whole time.
Yeah. Well, you know, it is what it is. Hey, it happened to me like that too in the first episode. You could hardly hear me. I was like, I was like, man.
Yeah. It's just working out the kinks still.
Working out the kinks, you know. It is what it is. But yeah, we made it to episode 5. It's awesome. We got an interesting topic this week that you came up with. It was rather interesting. I'm sure there's a lot of people that have a lot to say about this. But until we get to that, what you been up to, man?
I went through my stash of games and I came up with 4 games that I have to finish.
Okay, that you have to finish.
And I even put them aside. Now I'm talking campaign. So I got, of course, GTA 5. Which I'm hoping to have done before 6 comes out.
Okay.
I got Tomb Raider.
Damn!
I know,
that was a good game. That was a good campaign, man. Never hit that on multiplayer because it was like,
right?
Yeah, but it was a good campaign.
Yeah, Walking Dead.
Yeah, that I haven't finished that shit.
You know that is, man. I think we're around the same, like episode 2 or 3 or something.
I'm on episode 3.
Oh, so you're farther than me.
Yeah,
you're farther than I am.
So it's like, oh.
I do want to finish that one actually the most, and then the 4th one, Gears of War Judgment, which I will say,
damn.
I hit it hard. Well, I was looking at the stash of 4 games this past week. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting these 4 done. Let's start now. And to celebrate that moment that I told myself, what I do, I fired up Dark Souls.
You're an asshole.
I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Even my kid said, Dad, you just said you wanted to. Yeah. Why are you playing Dark Souls? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Dark Souls sucked you in, man.
It was short-lived. I put it aside. I hit Gears hard. I finished the campaign about an hour ago.
Oh, you finished it?
But I didn't do. I'm starting Aftermath.
Okay.
Which I guess is just the aftermath.
It's a little aftermath of, yeah.
Is that a couple hours, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not that bad. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
it was a good little campaign. I mean, it's definitely not 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 for me is just freaking awesome.
I agree. It was decent, but I guess it had the Gears name to it, so I'm thinking, amazing. It was good. It was good. It didn't keep my attention.
Spin-off. Yeah, no, right. It was a nice spin-off. That was pretty much it.
Then it got to be like almost like I don't want to complain, but I'd come into a new area and I already knew, okay, within 2 seconds, enemies. I take cover and kill everything in sight. Go into the next section. Enemies.
But that's how every game is.
I know. It's just, I guess the story wasn't as enthralling
gripping.
as the
it wasn't as gripping.
Whatever, but I'm gonna hit up Aftermath, get that done, and go on to the next game.
Yeah, well,
gotta get those done.
That's cool. I mean, I still haven't touched mine. That I'm still not in the mood to play, which sucks because it looks like I'm not gonna be hitting that game anytime soon. It might be a next year type of thing. Well, see, the good thing is I'm not getting rid of my 360.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to Dark Souls 2. I don't know whether or not I'm going to pick it up for my PS3 or my 360, It is what it is,
Yeah, that's
unfortunately, I'm not one of the lucky few that got the codes for the beta.
Well, that I wanted to talk a little bit about too. I was a little sad I didn't get the beta code, but let me just tell you how it worked. When I went online and found out, I went on the Facebook page, they sent you a beta code, or the people who got it, 5,000 codes, they sent you an email, and right when you get the email, it's timed. It's a 2-hour limit, but it closed at a certain time as well. So like people online saying, "Oh, the beta ends in 10 minutes. You better." There was like an actual clock time. Not only 2 hours of each person playing, but like at this time of the day, the beta's done.
Oh no, hell no.
Yeah, and I thought that was weird, man.
How?
But they did say this: the second beta, which is October 26th, has been opened up to 30,000 codes instead of 5,000.
Oh, okay.
So
there's a shot. There's a shot, man.
There's a much bigger shot. I'm going to. That's next Saturday, and that's basically. Excuse me. That's our anniversary, man. We're going out to Yankee Candle, Massachusetts. I won't even be home all day to get a beta code. So I'm hoping they change it where they give each player 2 hours.
Yeah. Not just open up the beta just for 2 hours. Right?
Yeah, that's strange.
That makes sense, man.
I thought that was really strange, but I was sad I didn't get in because I was really looking forward to playing it and being able to talk, or one of us being able to talk about it today.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. I mean, we're still going to review the game when it comes out because I know I'm picking that shit up day one.
Absolutely.
It just is what it is,
Did you reserve any of that, the collector's edition or the other one?
Actually, not yet. Not yet. Okay. I know I have to jump on that. It's just I really haven't had time.
I've been
super busy.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Going to auctions and stuff, So.
Buying some guns. Bringing Call of Duty to life.
Hey, it is what it is.
Oh,
but
man.
I'm surprised that on your list of games, a particular game wasn't on it.
Don't.
Because I mean, everybody knows mine.
Don't say it.
It's
Don't say it.
What the hell? Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
So everybody knows that it's mine, but I know that you have a game that you haven't touched for a really long time.
Oh no!
And it's the arcade game.
Wait. Which one?
The one that says, "And he opens the chest."
Oh,
and he looked inside.
You're talking about Bastion.
Bastion.
There's Bastion. There's. Don't forget Alan Awake's American Nightmare.
Yeah, so what happened to adding those to your list?
And then there's a fourth one. There's oh gosh, I forgot. Deadlight.
Yeah,
the zombie one.
So I thought you had a 4. What happened to 4? I thought you had what was that you were saying earlier?
I guess I should clarify. I guess I meant 4 disc retail based games.
Okay.
And you know what? The reason is for me wanting to finish those is because those are the ones you see all the time.
Yeah.
They're just sitting on the shelf.
And you're like, you son of a.
And they're looking at me. It's just.
it's just sitting there mocking you.
Drive me crazy. But anyway, yeah, I'm fighting getting over a cold this week too. I remember your last episode.
Yeah, no, I'm still there a little bit, but I've gotten a lot better, thank God.
Yeah, I'm trying not to hack up a lung into the microphone here.
Yeah.
Did you see I put on Facebook? Well, not only a couple things about Borderlands 2. The Game of the Year edition is $60.
For Borderlands 2, yeah.
That includes the 4 DLCs that came out, not including any DLC that comes out from here on out. Which is
weird. Why would they have a Game of the Year edition?
Yep.
With already, I mean, it makes no sense if you're not done.
Right.
If you're not done taking out the DLCs, putting them out there, why put one up? You're gonna be gypping people.
Yep. I thought
they probably felt like, oh well, nobody's gonna buy a game for like an old game for $70 or $80. Well, then you know what? Lower the value of the game.
Right. I thought the same thing.
What the hell, man?
I thought the same thing because they announced it, and then right after that they announced, which I was hoping Borderlands 2 came out with this, but I thought it's too close to Halloween, so it's not going to happen. But I put on Facebook, there's something coming out. It's called Borderlands 2 Headhunter Packs, which I'm guessing are really smaller DLCs coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But the first one comes out this Tuesday for $2.99, and I'm picking this up on Tuesday because it's TK Baja's Bloody Harvest. It's a Halloween-based DLC, and it looks like kind of like the Island of Dr. Zed, whatever's that one that came out for the first game.
For the first game, yeah.
Man, I wanted to play something Halloween based, and I was hoping if all goes well, I was hoping next week we can do a Halloween scary game episode or something where we can try to talk about favorite games that creeped you out.
Oh yeah, I have one.
Oh, I know you got a couple of them, man. There's some. And I was thinking. I'm like, oh my gosh, this game, that game. So yeah. And I'm hoping to have this done. This TK Baja's Bloody Harvest.
By then, so you can talk about it.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. $2.99.
Yeah, $2.99. That's not bad.
No, it can't be as long, obviously.
Right.
Excuse me. But anyway, so wait, what have you been playing this week?
Me, I've been on, of course, Pokemon on my 3DS. I've progressed on that. I've gotten pretty far. We're friends of mine, like me, Chaotic, and a couple other buddies. We're doing the Survivor on the GTA 5 Online.
Yep.
The Boneyard there, and man, that's for like 15 minutes. You're there, survive all 10 waves, and easy 20 grand.
Really?
And replay that fucker, man. That's easy money in the bank.
Did you get the money yet?
Over. No, I haven't. I haven't, which is weird. I'm like, man, where's the?
Yeah,
they announced it. They're the ones that announced it.
Yeah, 250 and 250, right?
Yeah, 250 and 250 and nothing.
Should have gotten at least 250.
Well, but then again, so you got to think about it. Wasn't really expecting it this past week.
Yeah.
Because they said the last 2 weeks of October.
Oh,
and starting Monday will be the start of the last 2 weeks of October. So we'll see either from today till next Saturday. We'll see if we get the first 250, and then after that we should get the other one.
Yeah, that makes sense because next week is the second to the last week.
Yeah.
So that does make sense. I got a Chaotic just sent me. I was playing Gears this morning, and he sent me an invite to play GTA 5.
Oh, I thought he sent you a message saying, "What the hell are you doing on that?"
I'm surprised he didn't. Dude, Gears Judgment, really? We finished that back in when it came out, April?
Whenever the hell it came out.
I think it was like 6 months ago or something like that. I'm like, what the heck?
Damn.
So anyway, the topic of the week we got. I was thinking about this. We talked about this a lot in the past, and here it is. Is gaming going digital? Topic. If so, what would happen to retail stores like GameStop? Are gamers going to be buying more games online than in store? Especially with the next generation of consoles coming up.
Yeah. See, that for me is a sore spot that I have with Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of the few that actually liked what they were doing for Xbox One.
Okay.
With the whole, not being able to trade games, with the whole, you buy it, you keep it, and that's about it. Everything, you'll be able to buy things digitally day one.
Mm-hmm.
That was something I was looking forward to. I was looking forward to that because I've been one that has been looking to eliminate GameStop from my gaming experience because I don't know if a lot of people know this, but GameStop sucks ass.
I agree.
They suck ass.
Not a fan.
They do. That's why every chance I get, I screw them over with my 7-day used return policy, and I just go in and buy a used game, play it for the 7 days, return it, get my money back, and walk out of there, like nothing. And they can't do anything about it because that's actually their policy. So I don't really care. I'm not a big fan of GameStop.
What do you say when you return an X?
I just say, oh yeah, no. I make up some bullshit. Like
I didn't like it. I start playing.
No. I ain't say I didn't like it because then they'll be like, oh well, you can't return it, and then I'm like, yeah, no, return the shit. I'm trying to go in and get the least amount of hassle from them. So I tell them, oh yeah, I bought it as a gift, but somebody else already picked it up for them.
Okay.
And that's it. And they're like, oh, okay. They're gonna be wondering, well, why the hell are you bringing it back 7 days? Yeah, I bought it last week. The party was yesterday. It is what it is. It's the only time I had time.
You only had time to bring it back today? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
So, and they have to. It's right there on their receipt.
Yeah.
It is right there on their receipt. I'm not a big fan of GameStop. Was looking very forward to eliminating them. Hence why I'm hoping that a lot of the games that are going to be coming out for the Xbox One are going to be coming out day one digital download.
That's right, because you're getting Xbox One, right?
Right. I'm getting Xbox One first. Yeah. I had mentioned that before,
okay.
and then later on I'm going to be picking up the PS4.
Right.
But I'm going to be I'm hoping so that way I'm able to just download the games, go to work, come back and game. If it's going to be a midnight release, hopefully they'll keep up with that and put it as here comes midnight, bam, you're able to click on it,
right,
instantly download, or set something up. You pre-purchase the game and it tells you at midnight on this day it's going to start immediately downloading for you. We'll turn on the Xbox One and it'll immediately start downloading for you for whenever you get back on. Next time the game will be right there waiting for you. How awesome is that?
That would be great. That would be so convenient, man.
I get home from work, kick back, grab a beer, sit down, turn on my Xbox One, my game is there.
And just
I don't have to worry about going to the store. I don't have to worry about making sure, like right now for Dark Souls 2, that I gotta go and reserve it. You know what I mean? Why?
Yeah,
when I could just go in, boom, purchase it online on my system on that day. It'll download for me, and I'm set. I'm ready to go. That's it.
Let me ask you something though. Now, would you do you want the well? I know we talk about the collector's edition, and then the other edition. I forget what the name, Black Steel Box Edition or something like that. Is there a part of you that wants that in your hand?
There is. I mean,
or do you not care
again?
Enough?
Well, no. For some editions, I've always been a fan of picking up the most expensive edition,
Yeah.
And grabbing everything that comes with it and stuff like that on certain games.
Yeah.
I didn't do it for Blacklist. I didn't do it for Skyrim.
Yeah.
On certain games, I didn't do it for GTA. It's only certain games that I'm interested in. If it grabs me in a way of saying, "Hey, this is worth it. Let me go." I'm like, all right, so let me go. I'm not gonna pick up a super extra secret limited edition and have a PVC fucking statue and a cloth map. And I'm gonna sit there like a freaking moron, going to a tree stump, putting the cloth map out, saying, "Okay, guys, come on, look at my map. Let's go over here." Get the fuck out of here with that shit. No,
dude, I got a text from you yesterday saying for me to meet you at a tree stump.
Yeah, I'm at the tree stump. You get the hell out of here with that.
No, I hear you. I know some of it's kind of silly.
I mean, some of it is not for me. That's not the type of gamer I am.
Yeah,
I'm not. That's not something I'm gonna put in my game room. I'm not gonna hang that shit up in my wall. I'm not going to hang up a cloth map on my wall. That's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? Now, Borderlands 2, that came with the little what's that guy? The merchant. The merchant. Forget his name. Bobblehead.
Yes.
Hell yeah, I got that.
Was that Marcus?
No, whatever the hell his name is.
Mark. I don't know. I know you're talking about.
And
I saw it.
Yeah, he's on my game. Dead Island 2, Riptide.
Yes.
That came with the little suitcase and the little zombie hula girl. Zombie hula girl, the little bobblehead thing.
Yep.
That's in my game room. Something like that. Yeah, I'll buy the.
Did you get a little bottle opener too?
Yeah, the little bottle opener that's on the fridge that's upstairs with the beer. You know how it is.
That's cool. That's cool.
That I'll pick up. Those I'll do the thing. But for other games, now mind you, the other ones I'll pick up as well as like all the Halos. All the Gears. Those are you buy the big edition, because I do have the Gears of War 3 Marcus statue and all that stuff. The Halo Reach, the big statue with all the guys. I have all that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's the other things that if I'm not interested in it, I'm not gonna pick it up. And if I'm not gonna pick it up and I'm not gonna reserve it in the store, damn it, I want to freaking download it on my system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give me that option. Give me that option. And you know what's cool? When I bought Hitman Absolution, right, the latest one, I bought it on the 360. when they had that sale. And you know what's awesome? I didn't think I was going to get it because I didn't buy it day one. They had it. It was already, the game had been out already for a while. It was one of the summer sales.
Right.
And I picked it up. 2 weeks later, I got an email on my phone saying, oh, hey, you got the, whatever it is, that sniping one that you get if you had pre-ordered the game or whatnot.
Right.
Xbox send me an email with a redemption code for that saying, hey, here you go. Thanks for purchasing on the thing. I have that game as well.
What?
You know what I mean? Look how awesome that is.
That is very cool.
You know?
That is very cool. You probably wouldn't have bought it otherwise, right?
Well, no. I bought the game. I didn't think I was getting that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was, but see, that game was, if you had pre-ordered it at GameStop, they gave you a code for that game free, so you could download it for free.
Right. So that's,
you know what I mean?
Jeez.
You know, and Xbox did that. You know, Microsoft did that when I purchased the game, and they didn't notify people. They didn't say, oh, if you purchase this, you also get this. No, it was just here. Just go ahead and buy it. You know, at this price, it was on sale.
The only thing is, I found that. Tell me if you have this. Whenever they have sales, I end up buying a game here, buying a game there. But I find, and this is proven just what I was just saying about the 4 games that I put aside to play. And you had said, what about Bastion? Whatever. I find the games that I buy in the stores that are disc driven, I find those are the ones that I give priority to. And when I buy a game like on Live Marketplace or the PlayStation Store, for some reason it's not as much of a priority.
You know why?
Why is that? Because I know I'm always going to have it? Is that
No. The reason why, and this is the reason why I think that, think about it. You're looking at these games and you're like, if I could play these games, get rid of and finish them, then what's stopping me going back to GameStop and trading them in?
Getting
rid of them. Get rid of them.
Yep.
Now, if it's a game that's on your system, you're sitting back, you go to your little section, the pin to home section, and you open up and bam, there goes all your library of all the games that you have.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that you've pinned to that section.
Sure.
So that way, every time you go on, you can just go right there, go right to that section, and there's every single game. And then you can just sit there and flip through them, pick whatever game you want.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why I think that when you see them, you want to give them priority. It's because you're subconsciously telling yourself, I'm going to grab that game, finish it off, and go trade that shit in.
And go trade in.
And go get rid of it.
Yeah, see, that's...
You know what I mean?
And that's one of the differences between a digital game and a retail version,
well,
you know?
Think about it, too.
You know?
I don't know about you, but I've never traded in any of my Halos.
No.
Any of my Gears of Wars.
No.
Any of my Mass Effects.
No.
You know, all the games that were super stellar for me that I have that I've kept. You know what? If they were digital downloads, I would still have them as digital downloads. Right now, they're just taking up space because they're not digital downloads. I wish they were digital downloads.
Yeah, it'd be more convenient.
You know what I mean? It just would have. It just would be. And you know, that brings my huge point.
Yeah.
For the Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people are talking junk and they're saying, oh, well, Microsoft, they're dumb for doing this. They have only a 500 gigabyte hard drive that is not removable.
Mm-hmm.
That is not removable. And it's like, okay, they did that for a reason. Because they want to encourage digital download gaming.
Right.
Hence, the cloud. They have the cloud. They have the cloud-based service for their Xbox One. Yep. So you can literally sit there and go beyond the 500 gigabytes, buy your space on the cloud, and put all your games on the clouds. And then you don't have to worry about it. It's linked to your account. It's linked to your gamer tag. It's not like you're going to lose it. Okay, it messes up. Boom. But you know what? You log in, you have your thing, you purchase that game.
Right.
On the Xbox Marketplace. You're storing it in the cloud. Only storing it in the cloud. Store all your digital downloads on the cloud, but all your save files, store it in your 500 gigabytes in your system.
Right.
Why can't you do that?
Right. I don't think a lot of people have thought about that or know they can do that.
You know, and that's what gets me, because you could always sit there, and if it's working like that, you don't ever have to bring anything else to your buddy's house, except your controller if he doesn't have an extra one, because you could always just go over there on his system, go to the cloud, bam, download your thing, there you go, you're done. You're done, you're ready to go. Let's go.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
You know, but some people, they either don't know, or they just, you know, they're acting like they don't know, so they could say things. You know, get all the information straight.
Right.
And then you know, make your decisions that way.
They don't take the time, you know.
They don't. You know, hell, the other day I had somebody come up to me, and we were talking about gaming, and they were like, "Oh man, can you believe Microsoft? They're not letting people trade in their games. They're not, you know, the little sensor bar there, the Kinect has to always be on, and this and that. It's gonna be watching you." I'm like,
what?
Are you serious? I'm like, are you serious? Did somebody just tell you this?
Right.
They changed all that.
They've been changing that.
They've been changed that.
Yeah.
You could sit there, turn on your Xbox One. You don't have to plug in your Kinect.
Right.
You don't have to be online. You could trade games. You could return games. You could, you know, lend it to your friends. Do whatever the hell you want. Now it's just like the 360, but Xbox One.
See, that's the ignorance of someone who read something a month or two ago, and they're not keeping up with anything. And next thing you know, you got one of her friends saying, talking junk, and then, you know, it gets built up, you know, and next thing you know, people are taking sides.
You know, educate yourself. Educate yourself. Read things for yourself.
Of both consoles. There's good and bad of both consoles. But we've talked about this. You know, obviously, if given a choice for me, I'm a little on the Xbox side, because I started with Xbox, and I came up with that reason why is I simply liked the name better. As crazy as that sounds. And you know what? Why do you think they said Blu-ray survived over HD DVD? They said Blu-ray sounded cooler.
Yeah.
And you know what? It did. If you think about it, because when I used to tell people, oh, no, I have an HD DVD player, they say, oh, that's a high-definition DVD player, so you have a Blu-ray player? No, they didn't know that HD DVD was like an actual name, like BMW. Yeah. They thought it was like car instead of BMW.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they didn't realize that it was an actual name. Blu-ray sounds like an actual name, and it sounds cooler, so they're saying that's one of the reasons why it survived. You know, I liked Xbox better because Xbox sounded cooler to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's silly, but
I mean, hey, you know, it is what it is. I'm not a fanboy of either system.
No, I love both systems.
I already explained what I'm going to be doing, and you know, on getting both of my systems and why.
Absolutely. I can't afford both. That's the reason why I'm not getting both.
I'm not picking both up.
I don't have the money.
It makes no sense.
I just don't have the money.
It makes no sense, you know. But you know, so basically, you have to sit down and choose which one has the better games that you think are you know, you're gonna want to play on day one.
Exactly.
And it comes down to me. It comes down to Xbox One. It is what it is.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When the other games that I'm waiting for, when it has the other games that I'm waiting for on the PS4, when that comes out, I'm going to the store and I'm picking up a PS4. It is what it is.
I was really disappointed with the delay of Watch Dogs stuff.
Yeah,
I gotta say, because that looks like it's going to be great. And I know, you know, delays. I know sometimes we want it today. We want it today.
It happens. They happen.
But yeah, right. And they'll probably make it even better because of the delay. So it's no big deal. I mean, I could wait. But let me just ask you something. Okay, I want to compare this digital gaming stuff to music.
Yeah.
Say you want a CD or an album or whatever you want to call it that comes out this week. Yeah. You know you're getting it.
Yeah.
Do you go online and download it, or do you go to a store and buy it?
I go online and download it.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my curiosity, because I still do both, and I only go to the store and buy something if the artwork is really, really cool to me, and I want it in front of me. Even though you could download the artwork on iTunes, there's something about, like, maybe it's nostalgia. Like when I was younger, I'd have to go to the store and I'd pick up the copy of the CD or the record, and I'd look at the artwork, and there was something exciting about opening up the book inside.
Yeah.
And this, and I still do that from time to time, but I would say about 80% of my music is purchased online digitally, compared to going in the store. Now, do you ever go to a store and buy CDs now?
No.
You don't? Okay.
No, not at all. If I buy any music, it's going to be on download.
Okay.
I'm downloading the music. You see, I don't know if you noticed, but if you buy it online digitally, it's cheaper.
It usually is. You're right.
And the reason it is because there's no manufacturing cost.
No retail space.
Exactly. On top of that as well, they're not sending it somewhere to get physically put onto a disc.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then mass producing those discs. And then storing it in the stores, taking up the retail space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then then it gets into your hands. So a CD that you're gonna buy in the store for $17.99, you can pretty much download on online for $9.99.
$9.99. That's right.
That's right. And that is something that people need to understand as well.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for games.
Yeah.
It is the same exact thing for games. Okay.
It should actually be cheaper, don't you think?
They don't do it they don't do it that way. These companies, both on PlayStation and for Xbox, the digital downloads, the games on demand, should be cheaper.
Yes.
Than purchasing the games on the stores, but they don't do it. They're getting away with this because a lot of people don't understand, and I guess they're not grasping the concept. They're not spending as much money. You know what I mean? They're losing their justification for raising the prices in the store like they did in the previous generation. Before, the games used to be $50. Now they're $60. Oh, the cost of making them just went up, and this, and that. Okay, $60. All right, we've been purchasing. But you know what? When you put them online, why are they still 60? That shit should be at least 40, 45, 50. Yeah. That's, because there is no cost to manufacture these games.
You're not paying
all they have to do is put it online. That's it.
I could live with 50. If it was $10 cheaper, I think possibly I would go completely digital.
I would.
With my gaming, if you think about it. Why wouldn't I? I have total incentive. There is no reason for me to waste gas, go to a store, talk to a GameStop employee, which I can't stand. It's always some crazy scenario when I go there. Like last time it was the guy in front of me. He didn't have any ID. He reserved Grand Theft Auto 5. And the girl's like, yeah, don't even worry about it. What's your last name? She gave him the copy with a receipt, and he walked out. I came up. I says, yeah, I reserved GTA 5. She goes, do you have ID? I go, you didn't ask that guy for ID. She just looked at me. I'm going to need ID for the... I was mad. Like, but you didn't ask him for ID. I paid for it in full. Do you have your receipt? Nope. I think to myself, and this is why I don't come here.
Yeah.
I'm not some, 16-year-old brat who hasn't showered in a week, that comes in. And plus the place smells like socks, which is why I've renamed the place Game Sock.
Game Sock, yeah.
It's Game Sock.
Dirty hamper socks. We all know what dirty hamper socks are.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Bottom of the hamper socks.
Yep.
That's what that shit is.
How many times have I walked in and they said, oh, did you reserve whatever, said game? No. Yeah, because we don't have any copies. Okay, fine. I'll go to Target because I have to pick up, eggs for the kids anyway. I'll pick up a dozen eggs, a gallon of milk, and the game there.
And
because
the game
they
there.
got like 1,000 copies.
That's what I find funny. Last week, went on a little shopping spree, and my wife went out and she purchased herself a system, bought the kids each of them a 2DS, one red, one blue.
Yep.
And purchased or last week, when she bought me Pokemon Red X, and she bought herself Y.
Right.
She was looking at the because she had the Pikachu 3DS XL.
Right.
She was looking at the other 3DS that the X and Y. She was like,
sure.
Oh man, it looked really nice. She was thinking about getting it. So she comes back to me, and I'm like, oh, go ahead, pick it up if you want, So she's like, no, if anything, I'll go back tomorrow and pick it up. I'm like, all right. Here comes tomorrow. She calls. Oh, they're all sold out. that they sold out, that this and that. You should have picked it up when they could. Didn't have any, blah, blah, blah. You're going to have to, I don't know what you're going to have to do. You can't do it. You should have reserved one. I'm like, okay, all right. Stop with the spiel. You know what I mean? Stop.
Right.
Said, all right, fine, no problem. Called the one down the street in North Haven. Oh, yeah, we got like 3 of them. Oh, okay. Went over there, boom, picked one up. There you go. Come on, let's go. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's all that spiel that they give you. Well, come on in and reserve it and all that. I'm like, let it go.
Right.
Let it go. You know what I mean?
How many times?
I'm not 5, dude. You know?
Did they say, is there anything else we can reserve for you today?
Of course. They do that shit all the time.
I wonder how much they get for that.
They do. They get commission. If anybody out there is listening and works for GameStop or worked for GameStop, let us know how much you guys used to get for commission.
Yep. I used to work for GNC, and I went in there for years, and every time I bought something, by the way, I don't buy at GNC anymore. I think GNC is about as useful as GameStop, if not less. But I used to go in there and they used to say, can we interest you in some multivitamins today? And I used to wonder why they always ask me that. Every time, if I want some, I'll buy some. So then I worked for GNC for like a year, way back in like 2000. And they told me, for every box of multivitamins you sell, you get a $2 commission. And then they had certain supplements. For every box of this, you get a $5 commission. So every time someone comes to the counter, I'd push multivitamins. Can I interest you in multivitamins today? And when they said yes, I'd be like, oh, okay. I'd get all happy like a typical salesman. I get $2 a hit. I'd get like, $20 in one shift just from that. Yeah. So of course GameStop's got these kickbacks where, can I, and then they say go online and do the survey. Oh, that's what I want to tell you. When I got GTA 5, she goes, go online and fill out a survey for your chance to win a $500 GameStop shopping spree. And I said, do you advertise who wins this?
Yeah.
Like name-wise. She goes, oh, I'm sure online they'll send you an email if you win. I go, no. Every time this contest ends, do you put up the name of the person who won it? She goes, no. I go, you should, because there's no proof to me that this contest even exists.
Yeah.
Nothing tells me it exists. You're getting us to fill out a survey so you can have all our personal information, because before we fill out the survey, you got to give your name, your address, your hobbies, how many sex partners you've had, all kinds of stuff that is so irrelevant to life, and then who wins? You don't know.
Well,
see, now you got me going.
But see, here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's got the employee who gave you that receipt's information.
Right.
The person who wins is that employee, because they get either marks on their performance, or they get a little bonus or something if they get X amount of people to call in for their survey a month.
You've had 10 of your customers fill out the survey. You get a $30 commission or whatever.
There you go.
No. It's but I did mark down some digital gaming stuff. I put a short list of pros and cons.
Yeah.
That I thought that I came up with actually for the whole digital gaming topic. My pros, let's see, I'll just read it as it is here. The convenience of buying a game by simply pressing a button.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, that's a huge pro, man. You don't have to leave your house. No standing in line to buy a game during a midnight release.
No going before that to go reserve the game.
To begin with, you're right. No pre-order.
Right.
No dealing with people.
Having to deal with those snot-nosed kids and waiting in line.
Right.
Oh, geez. Hey, guys. Hey. Oh, man, I can't wait to get this. Oh, I'm like, dude, just shut up.
Do you remember we were waiting for one of the Halo games, and this kid came up to me. He's like, dude, did you know, like, Adam and Eve, like, didn't even exist? I'm like, dude, get out. Why are you standing here? Why are you even talking right now? Yeah, and you're laughing, right?
Yeah.
Remember that? You're like, standing right next to me laughing. You're like, dude, get away from him. You weirdo. So then let's see what else I got here for pros. No switching a game disc out to play the game.
Yeah, that's a big pro.
Big pro, man. You just go into your games library on the console like we were talking about. No disc required. No disc error messages if there's damage to the disc. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten that before. Disc is dirty. Please, take out and
no lens mishaps.
Yes.
With the lenses.
Yep.
Because I remember that with the PlayStation 2.
Yep.
I remember that if you used to put in, because some of the games came in blue back discs.
Yep.
They were blue. They weren't Blu-rays, but if you turned them around, the discs were blue. I believe Contra, Super Contra, one of those Contra ones was it. All right, and this happened to one of my PS2s.
Yeah.
I put in a DVD, watched the DVD. I then try to put this blue back disc in,
Yep.
A game, and it would say error, couldn't read it. It couldn't read it. It couldn't read it. And it was a problem that the PS2s were having, like the first batch of PS2s that came out was having that issue.
That's strange.
A lot of people don't remember that, but yes, they did. The PlayStation 2 had that problem. And I had to go out and get another PS2 because that one crapped out on me. It did. And that sucked, and it's lenses. Yeah. Because if you have, let's say, both the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, both are going to play Blu-rays.
Yep.
Okay. If you are doing digital-only games, you're not touching that lens.
You're not for no reason.
For no reason, unless you're watching a Blu-ray movie. That's about it. Because other than that, and not even, especially if you rent the video on Xbox or on the marketplace or on the PlayStation Store. Yep. Rent the freaking movie and watch it right there digitally.
Yep, you're right.
Or Netflix.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're right.
The only time I put Blu-rays into any of my systems is because the kids are going to watch it. That's
right,
it.
Right. And you bought it for them.
And I bought it for them. You know what I mean? Because they watch it over and over and over and over, and renting it once is a stupid thing to do. You have to go out and buy the movie. It is what it is. You do that. You do that with all the kids' cartoon movies.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just that's what you do.
They get their money's worth.
Yeah. So for the next system, think about it. The only time you would need to put any disc inside that system would be if you're gonna watch a movie.
Right. Other than that, all your games are all set up. If you go digital, I did come up with some cons as well. I'm torn between pros and cons. I'm torn between the digital games and buying them in the store. I'm probably about 60-70% digital, 30-40 retail as far as the game purchases. The cons are, let's say, once you purchase the game, you cannot trade it in at a store like you would if you had a retail copy.
See, I was doing that. But see, I was okay with that. You know why?
Yeah.
Because I work, I make money, and I don't rely on mommy and daddy to buy my games.
And that's a great point.
Man. I'm a grown ass man.
I was thinking the same thing, dude. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, you know what? That'd be fine if I would now mind you, I know sometimes we'll buy a game and say, I'm not going to play it again. What the heck? I'll trade it in just for kicks. Yeah. But by no means is it something like this is how we make our gaming living off of.
Exactly.
So I know exactly what you're saying. Exactly. If we were teenagers, it's different.
It's different. What I mean?
Broke kids.
But for our, and anybody out there listening who's a little kid, don't get it wrong. There's a lot more grown-ups that play than what you think. That teacher of yours that teaches social studies, I'll bet you he's a gamer.
I bet you he's online.
I bet you he's online.
I bet he's playing GTA.
Pretty much.
The amount of copies sold, one of your teachers is.
Pretty much. You know what I mean?
But, owning it forever, some people might have a problem with it. No box or artwork or manual to physically have in your hand. Some people might have a problem with the collector's editions.
Collector's editions, I could get behind. I could sit there and order it through Amazon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or the consoles could do it this way. Purchase the regular edition for $60. Purchase this limited edition for X amount of dollars. Purchase the Super Extra Special Edition for $150.
Yes.
You could download the games digitally. Yes. And we will mail you.
Absolutely.
No shipping and handling. All that is included. We'll mail you the stuff that comes with the game. Okay?
Yep.
In mail, you'll receive it in a couple days. Or not even. By day one, you'll have that day one delivery, like how Amazon does and stuff like that. Day one delivery, Bam! You have the game downloaded. Ding dong! There goes FedEx. They just dropped off, or UPS. They just dropped off your super extra special edition.
So everything minus the disc.
Exactly.
I gotcha.
Why can't they do that?
If they're
Nothing
smart,
stopping them to.
They have to do that with the next generation. Like you said, if you buy a digital game and you want the collector's edition, I think if they give you that option digitally,
I would jump on that. I would jump on that. Then I wouldn't need to go to the store.
Say you go on Sony's store and you buy Dark Souls 3 collector's edition for $120. You get the code like you said, at midnight. It downloads automatically.
Yep.
Then you go on the PlayStation Network. You get home from work, and not only do you get home from work and get to play the game, but you have a box at your door that includes everything but the actual disc game because you have it. Excellent idea.
Exactly. That's it right there. That solves everything.
That does. There's no but I will say one other con, which there's a part of me that has a problem. We used to have midnight releases for CDs when it came out as well. I don't know if you knew, but there was a place, Phoenix Records in Waterbury, and when a really big heavy metal release came out, they would sell it at Monday night starting at midnight. And we wouldn't go there and buy it and listen to it while we're there. We'd go and just get together just for the event.
Yeah.
Now, the fun of getting together for a midnight release would no longer be there if we went completely digital. And there's a part of me, small part, mind you, but there's a part of me that says, that kind of sucks because there's been some cool times, man.
Yeah.
We just get together,
me, my brother, Adrian, we'd all be out there just hanging out. Everybody's making fun of Chaotic. Everybody's making fun of Adrian. Everybody's just, it is what it is. Adrian, you know how it is.
Well, we just get our stuff and then we'd all get so freaking excited. I mean, we're not going to go home and play it right there, but we'd all do the same thing. And then we'd take the next day off. Yeah. Now, that wouldn't affect us with the digital portion,
not, because we would still take the day off.
We'd still take the day off. But still, leaving the store, be like, all right, man, what time are we getting on tomorrow? We all get on like 8:30. Yeah. We got our game fuels ready. I guess it's just the event.
Yeah.
But...
That's true.
Oh, but I'd much rather have the day off.
We could always rectify that by having a LAN party.
That's
how we used to way back.
That's true.
Get together, bring your system, get all the TVs of the house, set it up in somebody's game room.
Yeah.
Hang out and just game.
Dude, there was that guy. I don't know if I told you. There was a guy. He lived in Connecticut. I think it was Stanford, and I don't know if he was a developer or he worked for Sony or No, it had to be Microsoft because this is a Halo video I'm talking about. And this guy was 45, 50 years old, and once a year he'd have 15 guys or so fly from across the country, around the country. He'd pick these guys, these gamers, to come to his house, and the whole house for the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, would be transformed into one large LAN party.
That's
for Halo 2. For Halo 2.
Yeah.
And he had TV set up in all areas of the house, and then they had sleeping areas and whatever. And they'd have these, all night sessions where they would all just game Halo 2 all weekend. He did this once a year for 3 years. I just remember seeing the video, and I thought it was the coolest thing.
Awesome,
they had empty pizza boxes everywhere. It just looked like a hell of a time, man.
Yeah.
But anyway. Those are my pros and cons. I will say, I think for the most part, I'm going to probably be going digital.
Yeah, as am I. I mean, I have to eliminate GameStop from anything. I mean, I'm not even picking up my systems at GameStop.
Yeah.
Not at all. I'm getting them shits through Amazon. I'm not. Nope. I'm staying the hell away from GameStop. I'm going to return.
Well, there's going to be a problem with that. I mean, if you went to GameStop. You know how that goes.
Man, I don't want to hear them say, "Oh well, you should have downloaded. No, you should have came in and reserved this. Now you can't get any." I'm like, dude, I could go to fucking Walmart and go pick it up.
Right, exactly.
I could go to Walmart right now and go pick it up. Come back over here, throw it at your face, and say, "Now what?" You know what I mean? Come on.
That happened to me. When I reserved, I was one of the first ones when I lived in Waterbury back in 05. I was one of the first ones to reserve an Xbox 360 at my local GameStop. I reserved it in May, and it came out November 22nd, which literally is the day of my birthday. And it's kind of cool that the Xbox One's coming out on my birthday as well. Two generations of consoles. But anyway, so I reserved it in May, and I remember he said I was the fourth one who reserved it. And I believe they took, I think it was 20 or 25 reserves. And I picked up my, I think I got 6 games and a console. Now that's some hefty money right there.
That is hefty money, man.
I took it home, and the console didn't work.
Right.
Everything froze. So I was pissed. I brought it back. I says, can I get another one? He says, oh, we don't have any other ones. So I'm like, oh, come on, man. He goes, but we could probably get you one within like a couple months. I says, no, I want a refund. No, we don't give refunds. I'm sorry. What? What do you mean you don't give refunds? You paid with a Visa. I go, dude, refund my Visa. I had to really get angry for him to even do that. I don't know why that was such a concern. He looked at it like, well, we can get you a new one, you'll get it, but we can't give you a refund. Finally, he refunded me the money, right? So then, like, fast forward like 3 or 4 weeks, I'm in Target, doing some food shopping.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, let's walk around the store. Oh, there's a 360. Let me get it at Target while we're doing some food shopping.
Yeah.
And why is that? This is my point. I couldn't get one at a specialty store like GameStop.
Yeah.
But I went into a Target and bought the dang 360.
Yep. Yeah. That's
whatever.
That's GameStop,
Whatever.
man. That is GameStop. That is the mentality of GameStop. They sucker people. They try to intimidate them. Do it here. You're not gonna get anything. This and that. If you don't reserve it, you're not gonna be able to have one. And this and that. Like, dude, I could just go to the store. Or you know what? I could order that shit on Amazon and get that shit day one.
That's your best bet.
Get that shit day one. Xbox One through Amazon. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Done. I don't have to worry about GameStop. I'm done. You know what I mean? They could jab their freaking rewards card up their ass and their crappy ass magazine up there as well.
Yeah. Same thing with anyone who still wants to reserve them, whether it be a PS4 or an Xbox One. I think the PS4 comes out a week earlier.
Yeah.
So you're talking now, literally 4 weeks till that release. I would still go straight first to Amazon to see if they're still taking pre-orders.
Yeah.
If I were in a market right now, I would not go into a store. Oh, can I reserve it? Well, we don't have any. We can go on a list. We can put you on a list, but I don't want to hear that.
I don't want no fucking list.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean.
That's fucking. Yep. That's ridiculous, and that is the GameStop mentality. They put that fear in you so that next time you'll go there early and reserve it.
Yep.
Wouldn't you? And no.
If you think about it, we're going to get obviously a console in the mail, but you digitally pre-ordered your console.
Pretty much. GameStop's the devil. It's the devil. It's the devil.
You mean GameSock?
Yeah, GameSock. GameStop at the bottom of the hamper sock. That's what that is right there. It's got the stains everywhere. Yeah.
Man.
Fucking GameSocks.
That's about it for my my ranting here. I don't know if you have anything else.
It's just, I'm
done with everything.
See, I got one more point to make about purchasing your games digitally. That should have been one of your pros and cons.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's say you purchase a game. Let's take Fallout 3 for example.
Right.
Great
Which
game.
I do have a digital copy of.
Great freaking game. Yeah, so do I. Great game, right? Okay. You buy all the DLCs. There was 5 of them. Since I had corrected that from last time. There was 5 DLCs, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Played them all. Great game. You trade in the disc. You traded it in. You know what I mean? Now, everybody out there listening, I want you to do this. Go home, turn on your system, see what DLC you own, and see if you still own that game.
The retail copy.
Because now you own these DLCs and you can't play them without that game.
Without the disc,
you know what I mean? And there's some great DLCs out there that, you know what, you'll never be able to play again because, hey, you know what, you don't own that game. You'd have to physically go out, purchase the game, and play it, or digitally download it.
You know what? You just made a great point for probably one of my favorite games of all time, but the game that I spent the most time on.
Yeah.
Oblivion. Dude, remember I told you I bought every DLC?
Including the horse armor. Yeah, I remember that. I think everybody else remembers the horse armor.
Now,
because there was only one person who bought it, and that was you.
Bethesda's like, oh, you're the guy.
You're the guy.
So now I'm thinking, if I ever want to play the game again, I got to buy it again.
You got to buy it again.
Because I don't own the digital copy. I own a digital copy of every piece of DLC,
right? But
I traded in the disc.
Yeah.
That's a great point, because if I love the game so much, there's a chance that one day I might go back, just for the heck of it, and replay it again. Man.
Like how you're doing right now with Manhunt, and what you're doing right now with Splinter Cell, the HD collection.
Yep.
Going back and playing those games, right?
But you know what would suck? Then I'm thinking, what if I kept the original version of my Oblivion disc, and right now the game came out in 06. Right now I'm like, I don't have any game on my plate. Let me pop that baby in and replay the whole thing again. Also, I put it in disc error.
Disc error.
Oh.
Wouldn't you be pissed off?
Dirty disc error message.
Wouldn't you be pissed off?
Oh, now that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen if you had it digitally downloaded. That's correct. That is correct.
So that's.
You know what I mean?
I don't know about that.
That's my big number one reason to buy digital. I now mind you, I can understand, the whole you're trading in games and stuff like that, because sometimes you do get brinked.
Yep.
You do get brinked. You know what I mean? But then again, that's where I'm not sure about that game. I'll pick that game up used for 7 days, and then I'll bring that shit back, return it, and if I liked it, you know what? That was a 7-day demo right there. If I liked it, return it and buy it digitally. It is what it is.
So then that's
a lot cheaper
the
because
best
it's
way
going
to do that.
Yeah.
Right. So that would be a great reason to go out and pick up a disc just for that purpose.
Just for that purpose. That's about it. And then then again, you're not going to keep it because you're going to return it in 7 days. And if you liked it that much and you didn't get brinked, purchase it digitally for cheaper.
Do you remember when I bought Gears 3, I bought the console.
Yeah.
Because I needed a console at the time. I bought the Gears 3 console, and within the first year of me having a console, every time I put a disc in, it said error message, dirty disc. Something was wrong with the disc drive. Mm. So it was about 2 weeks before I got off my butt and went to UPS and sent it in, because, as you know, I'm not a big fan of Microsoft's dependability. But when those 2 weeks, within those 2 weeks of me not sending it in, I played all my arcade games.
Yeah.
Because there was no disc error message because it was digitally downloaded.
Exactly.
And then now going back thinking about that, I wouldn't have had the problem once again if I wasn't using the disc drive.
Exactly. See?
Wow. Think about it. Okay, we go to midnight release.
Yep.
Say Halo 5 comes out.
Yep.
We all go to a midnight release. We all pick up the disc.
Yeah.
Me, you, Chaotic, and your brother.
Yeah.
Okay. We all go home the next day, right?
Yeah.
We all fire it up. All of a sudden, you put your disc in. Error message. Yours doesn't work. Now it's 8 o'clock in the morning. We want to fire up the campaign. You can't even go trade it in yet because they don't open till 10.
Right.
Now all of us are ready.
Yep.
And you can't play. And you're sitting there. What do we do? We got to wait. We got to wait a couple hours. How inconvenient.
Right.
Now, wow.
Now, mind you, what I would do is turn around, digitally download Halo 5 right there.
And then just return the copy later?
Return that other fucking copy later and say, motherfucker, this shit don't work.
And I don't want another one.
It is what it is.
Yeah, that's
what I would do.
Wow. Do you remember I just said I was about 60 to 70% for digital gaming and about 34? I think just from this conversation, I'm now up to like 80, 90%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'm definitely going digital, man. I'm going digital.
Yeah,
it makes no sense for me not to. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, of course, like I said, keep an eye on certain games because I'm not about to sit there and get brinked. You know?
That's true.
That's true. And certain games, I'm like, on the fence, reading all the different reviews, I'll wait for the 7-day pickup. It is what it is.
So Beyond Two Souls.
7-day pickup.
Game like that, yep. Pick it up
7-day pickup. And if it's great, great storyline and everything, return it, fucking buy it digitally.
And just buy the digital,
That's it.
And own it.
Because if I'm returning it, I'm getting my money back. I'm getting my money back.
Joining like a GameFly, because there's no money involved if you think about it.
Exactly. That right there gets rid of GameFly right there.
Yeah, and the red box.
And the red box. It is what it is. Because, people, I could get that shit day one. Bullshit. GameFly has X amount of copies. If you're not one of the first ones to click on that button to reserve it, you know what? You're fresh out of luck. You have to wait until one of the morons sends it in for them to send you that same copy. I don't think so.
No, you're right about that. I mean? Dude, I had that with, when I had Blockbuster Online, instead of Netflix, I had the gaming option. I had like 2 movies and a game disc, and they had said, join our game. We're better than GameFly. We get all new games on day one. They do not get new games on day one. They would get games approximately 3 months after they came out. Some people can wait for that, but for big releases, after the 3 months, that's right. And then there's a waiting list after the 3 months.
Right.
You might not even get it.
Right.
So, no, I think what you came up with is probably your best bet, is to do that used copy, just to try it out, and then from there, unless they have a demo in the game. I don't
know. Yeah, it depends too, because sometimes they crop the demo so that way you could play like the best part of the game. You're like, oh man, that's awesome. Leave it on the cliffhanger, and then you pick up the game, and that's the only best part in the game, and everything else sucks.
Yep, it's like a Brink demo.
That was a Brink demo. I was a Brink demo in disguise.
Yep, and then you get screwed on the actual
Pretty
game.
much. Yep.
Oh,
that was a flopper.
Man. Well, that's
so that's it. Now it's it. Now I'm done. Now I'm good. See? Gave my little rant, and that was it. That's my opinion.
Those are some good points you made, and I will say that for the most part, I'm going to be going digital probably. I mean, here on out, even for I'm interested in Blacklist and Diablo 3.
Yeah.
If I can get a digital copy, because I already know I want the games, for cheaper than retail, or for the same price, I'll just click the button.
Click the button.
You know what I'm saying?
Click the button, sit back, and play the game. Especially for the next gaming. Okay, people.
Yeah.
They have the cloud.
Yes.
They have the cloud.
Use that option.
How awesome is that? Think about it.
Yeah. The space is endless.
The space is endless. You don't need hard drives anymore. You know what I mean? If I was Microsoft, that would have been smart. I would have been like, hey, you know what? Here's a 50 gig hard drive. But you know what? You got a terabyte of the cloud.
Yep.
I'll be like, oh, hell yes.
Yep.
That's it. You know? Come on.
But games are installed, even when I get a disc, I install it on my drive anyway. And I've installed everything on my 360 because I think I have 320 gig.
Yeah, as do I.
And I still have over 100 gigs of space left. Yeah. And I never pay any mind to how much space I have. I'm worried I'm going to run out of space.
No.
Not even close.
That's right. Not even close.
So, whatever. So you want to have, you want to do something Halloween based for next? Maybe talk about some scary games you played and I played.
Yeah. That could be a Halloween
episode.
issue. It could be the scariest game that you've played that at times you had to put it away because you got scared.
Oh,
I'm talking about you, chaotic savage.
Oh man, the crazy language on the walls in Dead Space.
Holy crap!
Oh man.
So
yep.
So, yeah.
No, that's actually good because that'll be next weekend right before Halloween.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's That's about all I got, man.
All right. So I want to thank everybody out there for listening. And keep your likes and your comments and your your sharing. We welcome all your likes, dislikes. Please feel free to leave us
Absolutely.
messages.
Mm-hmm.
And any shows you want to hear, anything you want to, want any of the shows to be about that you're interested in, any information that you'd like, please feel free
Any
to let us
topics.
know, and we'll be
Absolutely.
more than happy to put that out there for you.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, we are two guys talking games.
Yep.
We'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Peace.